Okay, so it is Sunday. I'm now heading to Vulcan to pick up the 9-seater van that Build Collective has donated. And then I'm going to load it and we are rolling to the Ukrainian border on tomorrow morning. Also, it's a beautiful day in Oslo and I get to ride my bicycle. Hello bicycle. Just leaving Oslo, Norway. I'm driving to Medyka, Poland on the Ukrainian border to deliver medical supplies.
Etter 800 meter, kryss rundkjøringen, andre avkjørsel, E6 I retning Göteborg.
And then bring refugees back. I'm driving by myself. The rest of the boys were unable to get enough equipment to...
Kryss rundkjøringen, andre avkjørsel, deretter, etter 800 meter, hold til venstre.
The rest of the boys were unable to get enough equipment to validate driving, and I think that they are planning on driving Wednesday, so in 2 days' time. But due to the high value nature of the equipment I was lucky enough to get my hands on, I can't sit around and wait, so I'm going today. Okay, we are crossing over the Riksgrensen, or the bridge between Norway and Sweden. Time is 10:50 Monday morning. It's beautiful. Off. So from here I'm driving to Karlskrona. I should be at Karlskrona according to the nav at 16:30, but it's going to take longer than that because I'll need to stop every now and then. And yeah, then the 9 o'clock ferry from Karlskrona to Gdynia. Everything is going well so far. But when I got in the car this morning, I told myself that now that I've started driving, I am in a state of chaos. Anything could change at any moment, and that's all totally fine. Welcome to Sverige. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I've been driving south for 6 hours. I'm about to swing to venstre, or turn left. So I'm now crossing over Sweden to get to Karlskrona. Hey mate, just a quick update. It looks like I'm very well on time to get on the ferry tonight at 2100. I should be in Karlskrona at 17:30. So everything's good. The boys back in Oslo are acting as my support staff, so I'm going to try to talk to you as little as possible. They have successfully booked me a ticket on the ferry. So I've received confirmation that I have a ticket and a ticket on the ferry waiting for me when I get there. Hello.
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
And this one?
Yes.
Thank you.
And did you get another one of these?
Yep.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, so I'm here at the ferry terminal in Karlskrona. I've made it through boarding. I have declared the goods in the vehicle and they gave me free passage, free cabin, free dinner, free breakfast. So massive thank you to Stenalon. I'd also like to take this moment to say thank you to Build Collective in Oslo for giving me this fantastic vehicle and a 5,000 krona voucher, which is phenomenal. I really appreciate it. I've also started, that won't cover all the fuel, but it is an amazing gesture, and they are a not-for-profit company, which is very normal in Norway. So they've gone above and beyond to assist. I really appreciate it. the GoFundMe campaign I started is now at about 9,000 kroner, which is, I'm blown away. I started that 2 days ago, and friends and people, some people I don't even know, have given me, you know, any number of donations, anywhere between 1,000 kroner to 100 kroner, and all of it is very much appreciated. You people know who you are. Thank you. All right, onto the ferry. Thank you, someone. Oh, fantastic. She'll find it quick. Good morning. Time is 6:26. We are on the ferry from Karlskrona in Sweden to Gdynia in Poland. Breakfast started 30 minutes ago. I've had a shower. Feel good, feel fresh, feel well rested. I've had about 8 hours sleep. We get into Gdynia in 1 hour. From there, I think it's about a 9-hour drive to Medyka. I'm going to try and do it all in one day. See how it goes. So, Stena Line has been really nice and given me a free cabin and free passage with a vehicle, and also 2 free meals, which is fantastic. I'm in the truckers restaurant. It is good, solid fuel, like good food. Really good experience, and yeah, have a cup of coffee, pack my gear, eat breakfast, lazy cruisy start to the morning, get in the vehicle, start driving. I've spoken in transit today. I'm liaising on the fly to get the name of the best person in Medyka. I've got a few contacts there, but at the ambulance centre, you never know who's going to be there on that day, because they could be on operation inside the Ukraine. Hey, jeg heter Julian. Kan du snakke engelsk? Thank you. Mate, I've got a bit of a weird question for you, and I was hoping you could help me out. I am currently driving through Poland, delivering a load of high-value medical equipment to an ambulance centre in a town called Medyka, which is on the Polish-Ukrainian border. Once I have dropped off the medical equipment, I will then be picking up refugees and driving back to Oslo. Now, I have just received a message saying that I'm at 80% of my data. Now, I need my roaming data to liaise with the staff at the Humanitarian Aid and Refugee Centre in Medyka, and to communicate with the staff in Oslo who will be accepting the refugees when I get back to Oslo. I also need it for logistics and navigation. I was wondering if you could reset my data for me. Thank you. That is the best news I've got all day. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for clarifying it for me. I've been driving for 5.5 hours south through Poland, and I'm now starting to drive west to the Ukrainian border. Got probably another 3.5, maybe 4 hours to go. So I've just spoken to Felix, and he's received confirmation that he can pick up 3 times ultrasound machine, and I think he said about 50 boxes of medical equipment. So Felix and Christopher will be picking that up tomorrow morning. That's Wednesday morning, and then allegedly they're going to start driving Thursday morning. So, happy days. Okay, time is 17:43. I am 90 kilometres from Medyka. As it stands, I'm going to the medical centre to drop off all this medical equipment, and right now I'm negotiating and trying to get a handle on how many people I can pick up and when I can leave. Hopefully that will be tomorrow, maybe it will be Thursday. We'll see what happens. Either way, it'll be drop off equipment, and then I'll have to go and survey a facility to find out how much stuff can go there from Oslo. And then I will return to vehicle and go to sleep, because it's what, almost 1800, and I've been driving since 7:30 this morning. Good effort, Jules. You're a little trooper. Okay, so we're making drop of delivery equipment to the ambulance. There's Didrik. Say hi, Didrik.
Hi.
Yep. You're Jan Erik?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, he's got plenty of shit. Yeah. Here is a stab-proof vest.
Yeah.
There's 2 of those.
Yeah. That's alright. Excellent. Para bag.
But this is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
We've got 5 of those in there,
Yeah.
and also a bunch of burn gear and refills for the paddles for your defibrillators.
Okej, minuta teraz skupienia.
Okay, it's 6:23 and we're in Medyka, Poland, having a conversation with a gentleman that I just met. I'd like you to meet him. What's your name, mate?
Adrian.
Adrian, and you're Norwegian?
Yes, 22 years.
22 years old. And what are you doing here, man?
I'm going in as a soldier. for
You're
the army.
going into the Ukraine as a soldier?
Yes.
Right on. So in Norway, are you a soldier?
No.
No? You've made a contact here inside the Ukraine, and you're going to go inside and take up a rifle.
Yes.
What made you decide to do that?
I can't sit home and watch these people that's been killed, and it's terror from Russian.
Yep.
It's not. I can't sit home and watch these kids go alone and lost their parents and ladies, and it's just horrible to watch.
So you just packed up in Norway, came down to the Ukraine, and you're going to go across the border.
Yes, I moved out of my apartment and everything, and so I can't go home. I don't have an apartment home now.
Yep, understood.
I'm moving to Greece after this.
Yep.
And I have get a job there, but I have to schedule the date.
Yep. And how long do you expect to be inside the Ukraine?
I expect the war to be over in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure, because Moscow is taking hard of this war.
Yep.
And they can't stay on this stupid shit so long. And Russia people can fight. You can see that.
Understood. Yep.
They're not moving forward.
Nope.
They're only killing people and getting killed. It's around 7,000 and 14,000 dead Russian soldiers.
So far?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a lot more if they don't stop.
What are you doing, Adrian? The team of boys from England have just turned up to drop off a bunch of equipment. As you can see, they've pretty much driven non-stop from the UK in these 2 vans here, and we're just loading all this equipment right now. It's an absolutely amazing effort, as you can see. It's getting right into it. So, I've just spent the night at the ambulance base in Medyka. Probably going to spend the rest of today here and potentially tomorrow, whilst I wait for some refugees to pick up. since last time I was here, the infrastructure has improved a lot. So the bottleneck in Medyka of people coming to the border and getting stuck here has been dealt with more efficiently, and there are more large buses dispersing the fleeing refugees into Poland, so Warsaw, Krakow, etc., which is fantastic. What it does mean is there is less requirement for people like myself. I had an interesting conversation with a young man by the name of Adrian. He's Norwegian, this morning. He's travelled all the way from Norway to join what is known as, I believe is known as, the Ukrainian International Brigade. I asked him if he's had any, if he's in the Norwegian army, or he said no. And in Norway they have this thing called obligation, which is compulsory service or obligation. I asked him, oh, okay, did you do your obligation? And he's like, no. He's just, what's it? He said he's played a lot of airsoft, or the paintball game, and he wants to come down here and take up a rifle, which is, I looked him in the eyes, he was dead set keen on it. 22 years old. He's a country boy, and for a job he drives an excavator, the big caterpillar, like the big dirt digging machines. So had a long conversation with him, and talked about things that men of all ages talk about, but especially young men. And I'm still pretty immature, so apparently his Tinder game down here is pretty good, and he's looking forward to getting over the border, because the girls in the Ukrainian army and the volunteers, apparently some of them are pretty good looking, so he's pretty excited. He says he's doing a lot better on Tinder down here than he does back in Norway, so he seemed pretty happy. We built rapport, and I think we were communicating well, and I just suggested to him, anyone can operate a rifle, but it takes training and technical skill and know-how to drive an excavator. I bet they need volunteer excavator drivers. And I kept on repeating it, and I think I got it into his head. And hopefully when he gets across the border, the first thing he tells anyone who asks him what he's here for is, I want to drive an excavator. But we're all entitled to make our own decisions. But he seemed like a really nice guy. Yeah. It's just my little thought of today. So I've made it to the local big town of Przemyśl, where I'm collecting supplies for everyone at the ambulance centre. I have noticed that they're all just eating fucking ready-made food, so I'm gonna do what I do best, which is make spaghetti bolognese. So I'll get everything on their list, but I'm also going to cook them a decent meal. So I think they're all just running on empty, and there's something about a home cooked meal that just makes you happy. And who doesn't like spaghetti bolognese? Having said that though, in this group, dirty hippies, there's going to be someone who's a veggie / vegan or whatever, and don't get me started. So I'll see if I can buy some pesto as well. So when one of them inevitably goes, well, actually, I'm vegetarian. Let's go, that's good, mate. Here's some pasta and fucking pesto. Because everyone likes that as well. Simple. Okay, welcome to Medyka, Poland. We're about to do a testing of the hjärtstarter or defibrillator as demonstrated by Jan Erik. Jan Erik, please talk us through what it is you are doing, sir.
I'm putting on the pads, and the defibrillator is going to take a test on my EKG to test the heart rhythm.
It's not going to allow him to do it.
Analyserer
Analyzing.
hjerterytmen. Ikke berør pasienten.
Don't touch the patient.
This one's just a Volkswagen Transporter. Yes, I know how to drive a Volkswagen Transporter. Hey baby, I remember you. Yes. Hey, it is Thursday morning at 7:14. I'm in Medyka, Poland. Up in that direction, about 500 meters is the Ukrainian border. I'm not going there right now. I'm staying at a ambulance center, staffed mainly by Norwegian volunteers. And this is a Polish ambulance that I will be driving today. Right now it is stuffed full of donations from all over Europe. So that's what happens to everything that you donate. And the ambulance centre that I'm at, they've got 3 vehicles going today and only 2 drivers. So I'm driving one of the vehicles. So the intention is to cross the border into Ukraine this morning, leaving around 0900, and from there make delivery of medical equipment to hospitals and humanitarian aid centres. From there pick up either or refugees or people who require medical assistance from the hospitals here in Poland. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Hey Jules, you're ambulance qualified, aren't you? Of course I am. Had to be done. One thing I've noticed over this week is that all roads leading to Medyka, essentially coming from Germany, were 2-lane roads, but everywhere they are constructing an additional 2 to 4 lanes on every major road coming here from the west. Now, I don't know much, but that tells me that infrastructure is being put in place for what is expected to be a much longer war than you'd hope. Didrik has given me a quick tutorial on how to operate lights and sirens and also reset the lights and sirens when they stop working. How does it work, Didrik?
In this ambulance that we are borrowing, not ours, we when you need to put on the lights, you push these 2 buttons.
Yep.
And when you need the sirens, you push this one.
That's how lights and sirens work. What happens when they stop working, Didrik?
Then you have to reset it with this button. So you just push it like this.
And that's how this ambulance works. Looks like we're rolling. We're going to Lviv, to the hospital, then to a school, then to a train station. Let's get it done. So we're rolling. A bacon and egg sandwich. Good to go. Hey mate. Just wanted to let you know that I'm driving an ambulance into the Ukraine today. We're going to Lviv, and then we're going to the hospital, and then a school, and then a train station, and then we're coming back to Medyka. I know you can see my location on the WhatsApp group, and I didn't want you boys to freak out, and I didn't want you to talk me out of it. So okay, so we're at the first checkpoint. I'm just copying what the other two vehicles are doing. They've turned on their blue lights, and I don't really know what's about to happen. I'm assuming we're going to get our identification checked. So I guess this is the border, but let's find out. Here at the Ukrainian border, we've just been put, so all three ambulances have just been put through the priority line, so we've skipped the queue. How long are we going to stay here? How long does this normally take?
It can be 20 minutes, it can be 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay, it's Thursday morning at 10:30. They don't like it. Okay, I've just gotten my passport back, and we are now leaving the Polish checkpoint on the Polish-Ukrainian border. From here, we go to the Ukrainian checkpoint on the Polish-Ukrainian border. Hey man.
How many people?
2 people. Thank you, man. Yep. Again, I have no idea what just happened. I have a piece of paper that apparently tells me there are 2 people in this car. I don't know. So we're now at the Ukrainian checkpoint. Just handed over my passport again and been directed to sit back in the car. I'm being very cautious with filming outside of the vehicle, or obviously because so we've just made it through the Ukrainian checkpoint on the Ukrainian-Polish border. It looks like all our papers are in order, and I now have 2 stamps in my passport. Right, let's keep on going. So, yes sir. Thanks sir.
Australia.
Yes sir. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we are inside Ukraine. All 3 ambulances are moving in convoy. Next destination is Hospital Lviv, which is apparently about 60 minutes from here. Hopefully there's nothing interesting to report en route. That's how you get through traffic in the Ukraine. It's a little bit disconcerting driving into oncoming traffic, but you get used to it.
I think it was.
Yeah man, I figured out lights and sirens. No shit. Okay, so we've just made a delivery to the children's hospital here in Lviv. Next stop is a school. We're dropping off a bunch of children's stuff. Then the stop after that will be the train station, dropping off all the other humanitarian aid and potentially picking up some people who require transport to Poland. Okay, so we're now inside Lviv. We've made the drop of all the medical equipment that I brought down from Oslo the other day. guess we're not going to the school, we're going straight to the train station. This is Lviv Central train station. It's absolutely beautiful. And over here you're looking out over Lviv. It's you can tell that something's going on, but you wouldn't think it's a war. I think we're going to go inside and have a look at the train station. So there's trains coming here from Medyka and Kiev. Direct.
You can also see a lot of gypsies.
Yeah.
They don't have a place to go.
No.
I don't think they treat them so well.
So apparently I'm allowed to film in this area, but just discreetly. Let's have a little look what's going on in downtown Lviv. Kids are playing.
А вы не поможете нам?
Kochani, oddajmy władzę Bogu.
Любимі, давайте віддамо владу Богу.
Zacznijmy od samych siebie.
Давайте почнемо з себе.
My swoje życie możemy oddać Bogu
Ми своє життя можемо віддати Богу.
i wtedy w naszym życiu będzie wola Boga.
І тоді в нашому житті буде воля Божа.
A jak nie, to będzie wola nasza.
А якщо ні, то буде воля наша.
I co my...
Hey bro! Tell me, what's the story with this guy? What's he doing?
Little bandits.
Are you stealing?
So he did not do this to himself?
No, these people, 3 people, these chicks. Wait. Wait, 1 or 2 or is I don't know.
Yeah? I thought it was like art or like a sculpture or something. No,
No.
that's real.
Yeah. This green face.
Yeah.
Green face.
Yeah.
Photo people.
Whoa. Is it?
These marauders.
Murder.
Yeah. These little murders.
Yeah. Not good people.
Yeah.
Okay.
This police is no problem. No problem.
Holy
1 or 2
shit.
people, this police chicks.
Can we take picture?
Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah. This is pictures. This from you. From. Yeah. No. This for you.
Yeah, it's wrong.
This. Yeah.
Holy shit. So apparently this guy has been caught stealing and the locals have tied him up against this pole. And the police just walk past. They do not fucking care. This is super normal. I will blur his face out when I put this on YouTube, but I think it's something interesting to see. It's real. He's being publicly shamed. It's phenomenal. Jesus Christ. And we've got police over here. They don't care. And our friend, the security guard, has just told us that this is super normal. Very strange. Harsh times call for hard actions. But yeah, I now suddenly realised I am in a very different place and society to where I was raised and where I currently live. Okay, so we're now at the school. Just going to drop off the remainder of the gear and then we'll be golden. Okay, so we're here at the school in Lviv where they're collecting humanitarian aid, so your blankets and all that sort of stuff. We've emptied my ambulance and now we are entering Deliveries. And then we've made full delivery. Life is good. Hi Anna, it's Julian again, the Australian guy. We spoke a little bit before, but we're moving through heavy traffic and I had to turn the sirens on, so it got a bit hectic, but we've just got a quick break now. I understand you have 7 passengers that I might be able to take. Yes, ma'am. My apologies. Yes, ma'am. Yes, mate. So we've just made our final delivery. From here, I think we're returning to the train station to hopefully pick up some people if the medical staff there require it. But we should be en route back to Medyka tonight. When I understand you potentially have 7 people I can transport to Oslo. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. You put me down for 7. When do you see that they will be able to leave? Yeah. Yeah. Understood. Uh-huh. No, I have my own route, and moving as a single vehicle, I can cover more ground faster. Yeah. But I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I 100% understand. Yeah. Tell them I'm Australian. Correct. I understand. I am ready and able, and I can take 7. That's all you need to know? It would be optimal for me to leave 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, wheels turning, but I can also leave 7 o'clock Saturday, and if need be, I can leave 7 o'clock Sunday, but I would rather not. Almost. Yeah, that'll do too. But okay, so we've made our last drop and we have nothing valuable in the vehicles. Now we're going back to the train station to see if the medical staff there require us to transport any people to Poland this evening. As we don't have anything important in the vehicles, we're not turning on the lights and sirens, and we're enjoying a cruisy drive through downtown Lviv. It is a bustling metropolis. There are people everywhere, people going about their business, cars everywhere. You would not think that you are in a country that is actively at war. Lviv is a beautiful city, and it's that late winter golden sunlight. Beautiful. Okay, So we've made it back to Central Station. We're going to park up and then talk to our doctor friend and see if we've got any passengers who need transport to Poland. And then, if all goes well, it's back to Medyka. Ica stress. Back at Central Station, we've just been informed that we have 11 passengers. We have 2 ambulances. We're going to get it done.
Ключ, и она сразу поехала.
Excuse me, madam. Thank you. Okay, time is 1700, Wednesday evening. We are currently leaving Lviv. Convoy of 2 ambulances. We have 11 passengers. I have 5 in my vehicle. And yeah, it's going to get hectic. We've just had to stop because our little kid in the lead vehicle has thrown up all in the ambulance, and we're being, right now there is a lot of stories of people in vans stealing, offering free passage to refugees and then stealing their passports. So we're dealing with some very nervous people, so we're just trying to maintain positivity and get them to the border as soon as possible so they know that they are in safe hands. Okay, so we've made it out of Lviv, and it looks like traffic should be a bit easier to navigate from here to the border, but anything could change at any moment. Things are going well. See what happens from here on in. That's the way. Stop 2. Now, one of the other children has started spewing. Well, don't have anyone in my car, so I was being a little bit quiet before, but just wanted to get the point across that has been legitimate reported cases of scumbags going to refugee centres across Poland and Ukraine and promising people a lift to, say, Berlin or something. And when they get in the van, they take their passports. And yeah, who knows what the fuck happens next. So, thankfully we've got Karina, who speaks the language. She's just an absolute godsend. But yeah, our passengers are pretty stressed out, so I can't wait to get them to their intended location and let them understand that we have 0 bad intentions. But I understand. Yeah. So, back on the road soon. Hopefully at the border, which will be a process in itself. But we'll deal with that problem when we get to it. So we're well out of Lviv now, and it looks like we're going to have no issues getting to the border, which is great. think we're getting close to the border. So now I'm driving directly into oncoming traffic, lights and sirens. We're at the border, time to hand out passports. Good? Yes sir.
2 people?
Yes sir. In the back, 5 people, in the front 2, so 7.
7?
Yeah. Thanks sir. Okay, so right now we're at the checkpoint in the Ukraine. Karina is checking in our passports and we're just playing a waiting game. It's not totally cool to be filming here. Okay, we're still at the Ukrainian checkpoint on the Ukrainian-Polish border. They've checked all our passports. I've shown them what is called the car passport, whatever that is. And they know that we have 7 people in the vehicle. I think that now one of the staff here has to check the vehicle to see if what is in the vehicle reflects the paperwork we have shown them. Then we go to the Polish side and do the whole thing again, and then we're in Poland. So our vehicle has been checked and we're good, but the vehicle in front, at the entrance they accidentally told them the wrong number of people in the car. So instead of saying 7 they said 8, and it turns out that the border guards really don't like discrepancies like that. But pretty sure we'll talk our way through it and everything will be fine and we'll be rolling soon. Okay, we're through. That was the Ukrainian checkpoint, now we go to the Polish checkpoint. No drama. Hello sir. 7 people. Yes. No, 8? Oh, sorry man. My apologies. Thank you sir.
Please back, passport control. Jeden sztamp.
Could it go back? No. Yeah. Take 2. Sir, 7 people. Good. Thank you. Have a good day. If you are stuck between 2 checkpoints, does that mean you're technically not in a country? Hello. Good. 7 people.
Okay, you take the first line on the left.
Okay, can we go to the right? I'm with 2 other ambulances.
Sorry, I know, but no way.
Yes, sir.
So take the left line, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Left side and the left line, okay?
Yes, sir.
The first one.
Yeah, he said no way. I'm in the left line. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Okay, so we go Medyka 285. Yep, no worries, mate. As soon as I clear passport control, I'll let you know. But I will head directly to Medyka 285. Yeah. See you there.
Na przedostatnią kabinę.
What did you say? Okay. What the fuck do I do? What did you say?
I'm not sure. I think it was Polish.
I don't know.
Cabina. I think it's the little house thing she was talking about.
Straight in? Thank you, ma'am. She was really cute.
Yes.
Okay, so we're at the first Polish checkpoint and the border control staff are checking all passports. Okay, we've cleared Polish checkpoint. I believe we are good to go. And we're in Poland. See what this gentleman has to say. He didn't even look at us. Right, we're out of here. Yeah. Thank you. Oh.
Привет!
Where are you coming inside? You have been inside before? You have been inside?
Yeah, but I'll do it again. Yeah.
It's a good feeling when they go for the bed.
Приехал в Польшу.
You want coffee or something? It's coffee inside.
Yeah.
Круто.
Oh, come on. It's not dangerous.
Okay. Passenger drop complete. Now safely at the refugee centre in Medyka. Time is 2017. Now we go back to base and get something to eat and go to sleep. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up early making bacon and egg sandwiches. One for myself and for the guys. They're all still asleep. And today I'm driving further up the border. Yesterday was awesome. Got to make delivery of medical equipment to Lviv and extract 5 people from Lviv to Poland. Today I have a lead on a family of 7 further up the border who require transport to Oslo, Norway. So I need to get, I think I need to drive about 8 hours to get to them. And then the plan is to get on the ferry from northern Poland to Sweden. Overnight on the ferry, and then Sweden, Oslo in one go. No drama. First things first. Coffee and bacon and egg sandwiches. Alright. Let's get out of here. So this equipment is going to be loaded, and I think they're planning the next mission for tomorrow. 1 ambulance, 2 ambulance, 3 ambulance. No more driving ambulances for Jules. It's time to get into the Toyota Pro Ace Verso, donated by my good friends at Bill Collective. Guys, I'm sorry about the number of kilometers she's done. But I did not drive it into an active war zone, okay? But in all seriousness, thank you so much, Bill Collective, for giving me the vehicle and the 5,000 krona voucher. Really appreciate it. Also, I've checked this morning and my GoFundMe campaign for 15,000 krona has maxed out. No one can donate anymore. It's done. This mission has been funded. I do not need to pay for fuel. So to everybody who donated, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I am essentially on the return to Oslo now. I'll be driving north non-stop if all goes well. If you, like, I noticed one person made a donation of 70 krona, another person made a donation of 3,000. Ran out of battery there, but I meant what I said. Some of you, one person donated 70 krona, another person donated 3,000. I can personally guarantee you, because I was there, that all that money went to exactly what I said it would. And actually, I said it would go towards transporting medical equipment and bringing back refugees. I haven't actually brought back, actually, you know what? Bringing back refugees from Poland to Oslo. That's what I'm doing today. In addition, another service I offered was yesterday. The guys said, hey, we've got 3 ambulances and only 2 drivers. Jules, can you drive an ambulance? Here's a hot tip. If anyone ever says to you, do you know how to drive an ambulance? Always say yes. It's a blast. So, as you will see from the footage. Yeah, so yesterday I drove into the Ukraine to physically deliver the medical equipment that I collected to their end point, and then went to the train station and picked up 5 fleeing refugees who'd just gotten off the train and drove them to Poland. So, in terms of your investment, I would say, as it stands, I've delivered more than I said I would. But, yeah, thank you. I know that when things are serious, I usually act pretty silly. That's how you know when I'm deadly serious. Yeah. Okay, so I found the location where I'm going. Polish town called Ostróda. I am 596 kilometers. That's an easy drive. Righto. Let's get it done. The base for the ambulances where we're staying, I believe, is a Ostróda. Is a Polish fishing operation. So there's massive ponds, which you'll have to visit on the way out of here, which is pretty cool. And yeah, let's go drive along some dangerously narrow roads, hanging over water. Hello, Poland. Jesus Christ. This is it. I want my tombstone to read, Jules died the way he lived. Driving over dangerously narrow roads over Polish ponds. Hi guys. It's full of fish. Yes, mate. Say again? Yeah, brother. Fucking stoked. I've packed up, I'm in the vehicle. I'm currently between the ambulance base and Medyka. Sorry, Przemysl, as it says on this graffiti on the wall I'm parked next to. And I am currently en route to Ostróda. It's going to take me, it's about 600 kilometers, and that's all I know at this point. But mate, I'll dump your shit at Medyka 285 and then head to the base, and I've sent you the address for that. You are expected. The guys are expecting you. Anna, the lady in charge of the humanitarian aid center, like who's liaising transport, she is rotating out and Ava is rotating in. They are both aware of who you are, and I don't know if Anna will still be there, but Ava will be there tonight. She's lovely. I believe she's German, and she is a professional musician, and I've told her about your background. So I think you guys will hit it off. She seemed really, really nice. Here's one thing I've noticed in Poland and in the Ukraine. They've got these birds' nests. I don't know whether or not, like, they're on top of power poles. So they've definitely been built by birds. And on the top of some power poles, there's like a structure where the birds can build them. I don't know whether or not that's intentional. I like to think that it is. There is some Polish department of putting bird-friendly foundations on top of power poles. I just like to think that there's someone sitting in an office who has a track on how many bird-friendly foundations there are on top of power poles. And saying, oh, we need another one there. That'd be good. But they're the same in Ukraine and Poland. I don't know what kind of birds they are, but yeah. I just like that. Jules in Poland. Jules's thoughts on Poland. Right now, I'm having a McMuffin. Now, Poland does everything that everyone else does, but with flavour. This is delicious. I've always been a fan of Ronald's homemade muffins, but Poland, you're doing it right. Oh my God, it's got actual mustard in it. It's fantastic. Poland. Fantastic. I love this place. I think I'm gonna move here. Why can't all cars? No, that wouldn't work. Why can't me specifically be always allowed to drive with lights and sirens? I'm just saying. It would allow me personally to do things a lot faster, and also to make my life as an individual a lot more fun. I'm just saying. Get out of my way, cars. It's me, Jules. I'm important. I have hopes and dreams. I think I'm gonna study paramedical science and become a paramedic. I can do it. I realise that most people go to school and become a paramedic and put in a lot of hard work and then find out how much fun it is to drive with lights and sirens. So I feel like I'm coming at it from the opposite direction, but I have good intentions. So I think that makes it okay. Yeah. New life direction for Jules. Paramedical science. Let's do it. Get out of my way. Well, getting through Warsaw was pretty difficult. So I am not going to be able to make pickup on my passengers in time to get them to the ferry. So I've contacted them and said, hey guys, next ferry is 0900 tomorrow. Can I please pick you up at 0500? And they said, sure, no problems. So Jules will be sleeping in the vehicle tonight and picking them up 0500 to get to the ferry. The ferry goes all day, which means I'll be driving all night Saturday night, but that's okay because I'll get 9 hours sleep on the ferry. Sweet. Awesome. Also, I'm stuck in northern Poland for the night. Now, a friend of mine, lovely girl, she's Polish, she said to me, Jules, if you're in Gdynia or Gdansk, you have to try a bar mleczny, which I think translates into like a milk bar. And apparently it's like workman's food, sorry, work person's food. And you can go in and get pierogi and schnitzel, and like you can eat it there, or they'll pack it for you so you can take it to work, and it's Polish soul food. So, and I said, look babe, I'm not going to be able to do, I'm not going on a holiday, so I'm not going to be stopping at specific places to get specific types of food, but if I'm ever back in Poland, I'll try it. Well, now I've got a couple of hours and I will be needing food tonight, so I'm going to try and find one of those near where I'll be doing pickup, which I'm still fucking 2 hours away from. Yeah, but it's nice weather. Right, get to location, find pierogi, sleep in van. Deal. Well, if you're stuck in a Polish town until 5 o'clock in the morning the next day, you have to sleep in your car. And you're hungry, you might as well get a plate of pierogi and have a Polish beer. No one can tell me what to do. I do what I want. Everything's going to be fine. Well, looks like I'm stuck here in Ostróda tonight. I've just had 2 fantastic Polish beers and a full plate of pierogi. Now I'm going to go sleep in the van. In this van, the rear seats don't fold down into a bed. What's the point? I'm going to need to send some stern emails to Mr. Toyota. I don't think he understands what a van is for. Do you ever get the feeling that you're just charging things constantly? Going from one charging to another? Alright. It's bedtime. Time now 20:30, so I'll be up at 0430. Pickup's just around the corner. 0500. Boost it to Gdynia. Bigger stress. Good night. Okay, it is 4:30 in the morning and pickup is at 5 o'clock. It's time to get up and go pick up my passengers and then get to the ferry. Let's go. Okay, time now is 0505. I was meant to pick up my guys at 0500. It's okay, I've got a little bit of time to play with, but I need to be in Gdynia by 7:30 at the latest. Well, boarding finishes at 8 o'clock. But it's okay. I'm giving myself enough time. Okay. Got my guys. You good? Yeah. Morning, mate. Yeah. 7 packs on board. Destination Gdynia. ETA 0700. Everything is going well. I'll let you know when we are on the ferry. Yeah. Yeah. Snacks. Okay, just gotten to the port of Gdynia. I'm gonna go in at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go in and check what I need to do about tickets. Everything's been booked. Thank you, Phil. Good. Okay, guys, we need to go. So, everybody with passports. Yeah.
Okay.
What's happening here, boys? Yeah. Sorry, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. persons? 8 people, sir. 8. 8. Yes, sir. Jules. Yeah. Yeah, mate. Yeah. He was probably fucking with you, man. He was probably fucking with you. He was probably fucking with you. Don't stress. Don't stress, bro. I think the answers you gave were correct, but at every petrol station there will be some shifty guy trying to scam you for money or something, or potentially information. Like he's. It's like a petrol station is a nexus. It's a place where people stop, so it's a good place to run a grift. Like, I would not stress out. Just keep on rolling. Don't let it affect you. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet, man. Yeah, mate. You're safe as houses. What time's drop off? Have you organised that? Yeah. Mate, the same thing happened on the way to and from Lviv. Every single petrol station, someone would come up to us and try and scam us for something. And yeah, it's just part of the game. Don't stress. We're in the line for the ferry. We've made it through checkpoint. Everyone's got a ticket. Everyone's got a free meal. We're good to go. 4. Yeah. Yeah. Will do. And can you send me the contact details for Natalia at the embassy, so I can get that bullshit piece of paper to maybe get through the Norwegian border without stress. Cool, man. I'll be on the ferry. I'll be on the ferry in 25. I'll send you that information then. Catch up. See you, bro. Good morning, Anna. I have very good news for you. Vehicle is loaded with 7 packs. We have made it. We are in Gdynia. Everyone's passport has been checked. Everyone has a ticket. Everyone has a free meal. We are currently through the vehicle checkpoint, waiting in line to get on ferry. Everything is fine. From here up, not a problem. It was super easy. Yeah, it was a dream come true. Yeah. Today is a good day. Nah, went off without a hitch. I thought if she doesn't call me, she's not worried either. Yeah. So yeah. So from here on in, mate, ferry leaves 0900. From there, it's a 10-hour ferry ride. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So we get to Karlskrona at 1900. As soon as we get on the ferry, and everyone has their own cabin, everyone has like food, I'm gonna have a shower and then get 9 hours sleep, and then I'm just gonna drive non-stop from Karlskrona to Oslo through the night. We should get to Oslo as the sun comes up, and everything will be apples. With regards to accommodation, say again. I called the number you gave me. I was unsure as to what was going on, so I passed it on to the guy who deals with background checks in our loose affiliation of like-minded individuals, and and it seems legit. But my first concern is these guys will need somewhere to sleep and somewhere to plan their next move once in Oslo. So I'm gonna suggest, like, we have an apartment has been donated in Oslo, and I'm gonna suggest they stay there for the night. But once we're on the ferry, I need to call my guy in Oslo, find out the exact details on that. I already know the address, but I want to know what the deal is with it, more like keys, will there be a point of contact there, support staff, etc. Once I know that, I will give you more information, and then we will try and convey that information to our passengers who are in the vehicle right now. And my intention is to suggest to them that they stay in Oslo overnight and plan their next move after this long journey, as opposed to getting on, like, I don't know what it is they want. You said the house might be in Bergen, so instead of just getting on the train going straight to Bergen, I don't know, whatever's best for them, whatever it is they want. But yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it on my phone. Ask them what it is they want. The more information we can pass, the more we can communicate, the better. Hold on, I'll give you the phone. On there? Yeah. Boarding the ferry. Leaving Gdynia. Destination Karlskrona. So here, this one, deck. You are deck 7, okay, cabin 7411. So here, deck 7, deck 7, cabin 7411. Let's find it, let's go.
Thank you so much.
You good?
Good guy.
Okay. Off. You good? Okay. No. Ma'am? 10 hours, yeah? Relax. Oh, yeah, give me... I have your phone number. We're good. Yeah, 10 hours, relax. Do you need money? Do you need money? You are good? Done. See you. Bye-bye. Job done. Righto. My cabin. Get something to eat. Hot shower. Go to sleep. 9 hours. Wake up. Drive. Non-stop to Oslo. Easy work. I've got this. Everyone's in their cabins. Everyone has free food. I got them to take a photo of the vehicle and the door, and they understand that in 10 hours we're getting back in the car. I've shown them a map of the ferry route between Gdynia and Karlskrona, so they understand. And then I showed them a map. I told them 10 hours, relax. And then I showed them a map of Karlskrona to Oslo. And I said, when we get off the ferry, that's what we're doing. And they understood. Communicate well, communicate often. Yeah. Everything's going good. I slept in a vehicle last night, so I need a shower and something to eat. Okay, so right now I'm staying in the panorama room, which is ironic because there's no window. I think this is what Swedish people consider funny. I think it's funny as well, but I've never seen... It's hard to know when Scandinavians are making jokes. Yeah, so, currently in transit from Gdynia to Karlskrona in Sweden. This evening, we'll be driving all the way to Oslo. Right now, we are doing some logistics on getting accommodation for my passengers. It's difficult. So, whilst driving from Karlskrona to Oslo, my passengers are going to be quite anxious and very nervous for a lot of reasons, but one is they're travelling in a van with a lone man who they don't know, and there is a lot of potential right now for human trafficking, and they are well aware of this. I've done my best to do the friendly Australian act. It's not an act, by the way. We're all really good people. Never trust an Australian. And you know, I've given them water, given the kids chocolate, tried to be funny, tried to be friendly. Yeah, I think I've lowered their level of nervousness, but in the backs of their minds, they will know that there is always a risk. So, I'm doing my best there. The intention is to get them to a safe house in Oslo, which is being organised for them right now. An apartment has been donated, and we are trying to get like a reception, so someone who can speak their language for them there. So, and realistically, they will not know they are safe until they get there and can relax and understand that, oh my God, I'm in Norway, I'm around good people. It's, yeah. So my job will be to keep them, to assist them as best I can with that process of constant anxiety the whole way to Oslo. I think that's what my next job is. Yeah. Yeah, and that's my next job. So now I'm going to get some sleep and yeah, get ready for the next phase of the mission. Good night. Alright, that was a pretty good sleep. Got an hour and a half until we drive off. I'm gonna go fill this with coffee, get something to eat, relax for a little bit. It's gonna be a big night, but home stretch, stay strong, no drama, easy work. It's funny. It seems I've spent most of my life either sleeping in the back of cars or hanging out on ships. Seems some things never change. We just drove through the Norwegian border. There was no one at the gate. We just drove straight through. Okay, it's Sunday morning, 10:41. I have very little to report from the drive from Karlskrona to Oslo. Got off the ferry in Sweden. The Swedish police were just like, "Hi guys, welcome to Sweden. Remember to wear your seatbelts." And then told me to drive on. No problems. Got to the Norwegian border. There was no one manning the border. Drove straight through. No drama. Then got to the safe house in Oslo. The hosts at the safe house had a really nice reception. This was at 3:30 in the morning. Everyone got to bed. They were a little bit concerned and asked me if I was going to stay there, so I got a mattress and put it in the hallway in front of their room and slept on the ground in front of their door. And got up this morning, made coffee. Everyone got a chance to, the hosts and my passengers got a chance to speak to each other, calm down. Over a couple of hours they realised that this is not a human trafficking situation. People started to laugh, started to share food. Job done. I am fucking exhausted. So now I'm going to go back home, de-rig this vehicle, wash it and return it to Bill Collective. Thank you, Bill Collective. Thank you to every single person who contributed to my GoFundMe campaign. You have made a real world difference. I took direct action and made differences in real people's immediate lives. And those of you who contributed to my GoFundMe campaign, you facilitated that. You have made a real world difference. Right now there is a 4-year-old boy who is no longer, he has somewhere to sleep tonight. Fucking epic. Yeah. Right. That's me, I'm done.